It's an honor and pleasure to be here with all of you, and of course with Dr. Richard Schwartz from IFS, the founder of IFS, or the conceiver of IFS, I should say. And, you know, I'll get straight to the point. Obviously, IFS struck a very deep chord, I think, in many people like myself and my community. And I'll tell you why. When I was reading your book, No Bad Parts, and some other literature about the IFS, and hearing from therapists who are practicing it and so forth, it really struck me because so many of the ideas resonated in a powerful way. And I'll tell you why. I'm part of a tradition of the Hasidic, spiritual, Kabbalistic, mystical tradition of Judaism, which has an enormous amount of literature on psychology. Probably one of the most seminal works is a book known as Tanya, written by the founder of Chabad, Rabbi Shneur Zalman of Liadi, in the 1700s, a whole book about the chemistry of the human being. And there he has a line, and when I read in the introduction to No Bad Parts, Dr. Schwartz saying, most people and philosophers and psychologists understood that we have what you call the mono brain. And you learned through all of your experience that we're not made of one brain. We're made of many, many different parts. And then it struck me because there's a chapter in the Tanya from the 1700s by a great Chassidic master, Rabbi Shneur Zalman, the Alter Rebbe is known. In chapter 28, he says, one of the greatest mistakes of people, he says, is in the middle of meditation, in the middle of spiritual connection to their soul, to God, they're suddenly experiencing very negative thoughts, maybe even promiscuous and horrible and disgusting thoughts, and they delegitimize their genuineness. And he says it's a mistake because it's based on an erroneous philosophy that we have one soul, we have one engine, we have one consciousness, and therefore I must be a fraud and a fake and a phony and a liar, and they just quit. And he says you have to understand that you're made up of different parts. It's the other way around. The moment you're touching your innocent soul, the other parts feel. This is what he says.